Hey guys, welcome to Pepcoding. So in this video, we are going to discuss another new question of arrays and string series, that is my uh, sum of subsequences widths. So in this question, we'll be given an array, and in that array, we have to return the width of all its subsequences, where width is defined as a difference of between its maximum and the minimum value. So let's see. Let's say this is my array. This is 265. Okay. So now subsequences of this array can be 2, 6, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, and then 6, 5 and 2, 6, 5, and then empty. Alright. Width here is 2, 6 and 5. Here max minus min is maximum value is 6, minimum value is 2, width is 4. Maximum value is 5, minimum value is 2, width is 3. Maximum value is 6, minimum value is 5, width is 1. Maximum value is 6, minimum value is 2, width is 4. Alright. So we have to return the sum of all of these widths. Okay. Okay. So now, if I discuss about the approach, my basic approach, I say my basic approach will be generate all the subsequences and then find the max min in those subsequences and then return the difference. Sorry, add the difference to my width. Alright. So if I have n elements, then my subsequences will be 2 raised to the power n. And for every subsequence, I have to find out the max and min. It is going to take order of n time. So if we are not going to use this method because my n can range from 10 raised to the power 9. So it is going to be a huge amount. So we are going to discard this. Now, if I'm going to discard this, I say, if I tell you one thing, that what if I sort this array? So is it going to affect my answer? So let's see here. If I've sorted this array, so subsequences will be 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 2, 6, and then 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 5, 6, and then 5, 6. Width here is 2, width here is 5, width here is 6, width here is 3, width here is 4, width here is 4, width here is 1. So it is similar to 265, 431, 431 and 4. Right? These are similar. So it does not affect my answer. Sorry. Now here again you can see, suppose if this were my array, 2, 1, 3, 4, 5. And if I sort this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So max minus min, width is 5 minus 1, width is 5 minus 1. Right? So it means sorting does not affect my answer. Sorting does not affect my width. Not because min and max will be the same. Min value or the max value is going to be the same. It is not affected by sorting. So sorting does not affect my width. Okay. So now here, let's take an example. I have a subsequences, let's say 2, 3, 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Sorry, it is my array. Subsequences are these. 2, 3, 2, 4, and 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 4. And then empty. Here, this 3 behaves as max. 3 is max. Here, this 3 is min. So, if I calculate my width, so it is going to be equal to 2, 3, 4, my width. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus, I can write this as 3 minus 2, right? 4 minus 2 plus 4 minus 2 plus 4 minus 3. So, one time it is behaving as max, one time it is behaving as min. So, I am adding how many times? Let's say 8 times it's behaving as max. So, I am adding my ARR of I 8 times to my width. Let's say my ARR of I is 3. So, I am adding my ARR of I 8 times to my width. Alright. And I am subtracting my ARR of I B times from my width whenever it is behaving as min. I hope I am able to make it clear, guys. See, here my 3, that is my AR of I, is behaving as a max. So I'm adding it to my width. And how many times it's behaving as max? It's behaving as max 2, as max 1 time. Here it's behaving as min as 1 time. B is 1 here. And A is also 1 here. Okay. So I'm going to subtract it from my width. Alright. Now let's take another example. Let's say I have 2, 3, 4, 5. If my array is somewhat like this, let's say if I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let's discuss about the subsequences which include 3 as minimum or maximum. So, 2, 3 and single 3. 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here let's just, we are not concerned about these two cases where because we don't know if it's behaving as min or max. All right. Okay, so here, let's see here. Here it is behaving as a max. It's behaving as a min here. Sorry, not in this. Behaving as a min here, behaving as a min here, behaving as a min here. So if I discuss about my width, so width including 3. So it is going to be equal to what? 3 minus 2 plus 4 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3 plus 5 minus 3. So here it is behaving as min 3 times. So it is subtracted 3 times. That is 3 into 3. 3 times from my width. And 1 time it's behaving as max. So 1 time it's added to my width as max. 1 time it is added and 3 times it's subtracted. So if I get to know how many times any element of mine, that is 4, it can be 3, it can be 5, it can be 2, how many times is it behaving as max or how many times it's behaving as min, I can find out my width. So here if I may subtract my 9 from my width, that is if I add, if 3, it would be 3 minus 2 plus 4 minus 3. So 3, which is equal to minus 9 plus 5 plus 5. So I am able to get my width, which is equal to 13 plus 17 minus 11, 17 minus 11, which is equal to 6. Right? I am able to get my width easily. So that's why I have to check how many times any element of my ARR of I is behaving as min and how many times it's behaving as max. So now let's discuss how we can find out how many times it's behaving as max, how many times it's behaving as min. That is, if we have to find out the value of A and B. Right? Okay. Let's discuss how we can find out this value. Let's say if I'm concerned about this 3, then for the subsequences before 3, because for the subsequences formed by the elements before 3, because this array is sorted, so for all the subsequences that are formed by elements before than 3, it is going to behave as max. And for all the elements that forms the subsequences, for all the subsequences that are formed by elements on the right side, that is on my right side, so it behaves as min for those subsequences. So I have to find out how many subsequences are there on my left and how many subsequences are there on my right. So it's simple. That is, I have only one element here before my 3. So it is going to form 2 raised to the power 1 subsequences, that is 2. That is 2 and 1 empty. Here I have 2 elements, so it is going to form 2 raised to the power 2 subsequences, that is 4 subsequences, right? For all those 4 subsequences, my 3 is going to behave as my min, right? My min. Okay. So here for these subsequences, it is going to behave as max, and for these subsequences, it is going to behave as min. Okay. So how am I able to find it? If I'm at let's say here there will be 2 raised to the power p subsequences, here there will be 2 raised to the power q subsequences. Okay. How am I able to find my I, find my p? Because if I'm at I index, so it means in an array, if I'm at I index, it means I have I elements before than me, right? So it is so here my p is equal to I. Okay. So here there will be 2 raised to the power I subsequences that has 3 as my maximum. And here this whole length of mine is n, this whole size is n, this is n minus I minus 1, right? So here my q is equals to n minus I minus 1. So it means n minus I minus 1 has my 3 as minimum. It means this many subsequences has my 3 as minimum and this many subsequences has my 3 as maximum. Alright? Okay. Okay. So now 3 behaves as maximum. 2 raised to the power q into 3 behaves as minimum. We can also write it as this. Okay. In generic term, I am going to write it as 2 raised to the power, or I am going to make an array which will be power of 2 of I. I am going to store these values in my array. So power of 2 of I in minus power of 2 of I, n minus I minus 1 multiplied by all of this multiplied by my ARR. This is going to be my main condition. This is 2 raised to the power I. This is equal to 2 raised to the power n minus I minus 1 multiplied by my ARR of I. And I'm going to add it to my width. Okay. So let's write some code for this now. Okay. First of all, I will be making a variable to store my array's length. Int n is equals to a dot length, and I'm going to make a mode variable because we are asked to mode our answer by 10 raised to the power 9 plus 7. Okay. Now I'm going to sort my array. So arrays dot sort a. Okay. Now I'm going to make a array that will store the value of my 2 raised to the power, right? Int n size. Power 2 of 0 because 2 raised to the power 0 is 1. Okay. Now for int I is equal to 1, I less than n, I plus plus. Power 2 of I is equal to power 2 of I minus 1 multiplied by 2. I'm again going to mod this with my answer because, let me just write it again. Yeah, my power 2 of, my power 2 of I, my power 2 of I is equal to, let's say my power of 2 of I is equal to power 2 of, power 2 of I minus 1, because let's say my 2 raised to the power 1 is equal to what? 2 raised to the power 0 multiplied by 2. Right? I was writing correct. So I have to mod this with my answer. Mod this with my mod. Okay. Okay. Now let's make a variable long as answer, or you can say width. Okay. Now we'll run a for loop and iterate over all of my array elements. Now here answer will be equal to what? Answer plus, that is my previous width, plus power 2 of I minus power 2 of n minus I minus 1, right? Okay. And multiply this with my a of I. Okay. And after that, mod this with my mod. Okay. And then return my answer. Return int. Okay. Now let's try to run this. Power 2 of I minus 1 into 2 into mod. Okay. Let me make this array is long. Now let's try to run this. Okay, accepted. And now let's try to submit this. Okay, submitted. So I hope guys I was able to make it clear to you, and I hope you like this video. And if you like this video, please like, share and comment, and thanks for watching.